Greetings and a warm welcome to all our friends of Abanos. This is the fourth review in the 2017 Christmas sample series, and what we're going to look at tonight is we're going to look at the Romeo Julieta Churchill. Now this is an OBM December 16 cigar. Luke is just showing you, and a warm welcome again to our dear friend Luca, the Fez. So the third cigar we did in the Christmas sample series was a TOS May 17 HDM Epicure number 1. Luca, how would you compare the cold draw and the initial draws on this Romeo y Julieta Churchill comparison to that?
Yeah, the cold draw on the RYJ Churchill, it was quite nice. It was actually sweet, similar sweetness to the Epicure one, but I found the Epicure one was a lot more sweetness there, a bit more intense. The Churchill, the RYJ Churchill, it's got that sweetness there, just down a notch. So which is good. It's promising.
Yeah. So just a little bit of background to the this Romeo Julieta Churchill cigar. The Romeo Julieta marker is one of the 7 global brands. There was a time where it was the brand in Abanos SA's 27 markers, and I'm talking back the 90s, where they were the king of Habanos cigars at that time, and not so now, but as a result of mainly being replaced by Cohiba in that distinction. But and I just want to take a chance to extend my warm greetings to someone that Luca and I really look up to, NSX Cigar. Warm greetings to you, our dear friend.
Hi, Graham.
Hi. We really look up to the fact that you've espoused the Romeo Julieta cigars from the 90s, how good they were. It's before my time, before Luca's time, but they were a highly rated cigar at that time. In recent times, they've taken a bit of a hit in their reputation. For me personally, talking about the Romeo Julieta Churchill, I found them to be mainly just the main distinction on them has been a toasted tobacco flavour. But having said that, in the last year or two, they've come back into a stronger reputation in their quality. This is a OBM DIC 16, and I've had a few of these previously to this one. About 2 or 3 in the last few months. I've greatly enjoyed them. I've had one that was spectacular. It was the main flavours I got out of them were a beautiful cherry and anise, toasted tobacco and Turkish delight flavour out of them. Spectacular. And I've got to say that in smoking this so far, I'm not getting that blended toasted tobacco that I got out of the ones that I was smoking into the 2014 ones that I've smoked. I didn't really connect with, struggled to connect with, but these recent Churchills have been good, very, very, very good, and they've deserved their 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 reputation for being a quality cigar. Have you found it so far?
It's starting off probably about half an inch in. I just mainly got just a very nice little cherry or berry sweetness, and that's about it. Just a tiny touch of toasted tobacco. It's nice. It's not dominant at all.
Yeah. So let's talk about the cigar in its size. It's Vitola. It's a 47 ring gauge by 178 millimeters, and Luke and I were researching this cigar tonight thanks to another dear friend of ours, Alex Groom, and who runs a Cuban cigar website, who you may or may not be aware. I greatly am grateful for its existence. Grateful that Alex is running it at the moment. Thank you, Alex, and thank you, Trevor, for getting it up and running all those years ago.
It's a great source of knowledge.
Absolutely.
Honestly, it's awesome.
We were able to use as a website tonight to lament, really, that Churchills are not around anymore. We saw the fact that the post-revolution cigars, 16 of them, and 13 of them are deleted. There's only 3 left. But
yeah, that's the RYJ Churchill.
Yeah.
The Cohiba
Escondidos. Yeah.
And what was the other one I'm missing?
Yeah, it's a H up, man.
No.
The Sir Winston. You've said it.
Yeah.
Good news, folks. We have all 3 Churchills included in this 2017 Christmas sampler series. Thank you, a big thank you to you, El Presidente, to include them. So, if you have the 2017 Christmas sampler series, you have the fortunate opportunity to smoke the 3 current regular production Churchills that are currently in existence. That's fantastic, and we are going to look at the Escondidos and the Sir Winston down the track. But currently, this RYJ Churchill, if you are not familiar with a little bit more of its history, one of the reasons why it's such an iconic cigar is because of Winston Churchill himself. Apparently, it was his go-to cigar when he was smoking them in the 1930s, 40s.
I personally think this is what I think of when I think of a cigar, that iconic, the iconic, just that look, that size, the length. That's the first thing I think of, and a lot of my non-smoking friends think of that type of size when you mention smoking a cigar or a cigar in general. I think it represents the cigars in a way.
Like the size, yeah. It's a pity that if you get into this as a hobby, that you find out that there's only three of them left out of the 180 regular production cigars. As you and I both know, Habanos SA is moving towards larger ring gauge cigars, which we who are cigar enthusiasts and traditionalists tend to go for the smaller ring gauge cigar, the under 50 ring gauge, of which this is one, and longer in size, 178 millimeters, longer and skinnier. It's a shame there's not more around, but I'm grateful that I'm enjoying this tonight. This is quite an improvement in quality from the 2014 Romeo Julieta Churchills that I've had in the past. Really enjoyed it. If you have got a box of these OBM December 16s, or these ones that are that have come up through Friends of Urbanos in 2015, 2016, consider yourself very lucky. They're good. They're very good. And quite grateful that I'm smoking this tonight with you, Luca.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for sharing it, John. This is actually my first Churchill, and it's quite a good experience.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to pause the video here and come back and smoke through more of this cigar and see what other notes we get through it, and share them with you later.